The average family income was $55,000, and the cost of a home back then was, according to your numbers here, just over $20,000, right? So
What are you going from?
from 1995.
Okay.
So in 95, home prices around $200,000. Average income for a family in Toronto, $55,000 back in 95. Again, this is from Canadian stats. Fast forward now to 2022, 2023, average cost of home is $1 million, right? So approximately 5x the cost of the times in terms of the cost of a home. But the average family income is only $100,000, which is less than twice what it was back then. So to me, it doesn't add up, right? Like a home costs 5 times more, and yes, the rates are a bit lower than they were back then. Well, they were anyways. But even I did some calculations here. At $200,000, your mortgage back then, saying even your interest rate was 10%, your mortgage payment would be around $1,300. Let me just double check that. Around $1,300. So let's put in 215. Right. Whereas now that same home, which costs $1 million, and your mortgage even at the 5% now, even if we go lower, we can check that as well. But back then it would be $600 back in '95 with your $55,000 income. Today at the 1.1 million, you're looking at $5,000. All right, so that's, to me, it's $5,000 a month. When you're at 100 grand, I think you're basically taking home around $6,000 a month after taxes and all that stuff. So it's hard. It's hard. And as I think you've been kind of saying, housing is going to become in my opinion, very segregated in terms of who can afford a home, especially considering that the money we're making from our jobs isn't keeping up in terms of our home payments, and then you have all the ancillary stuff as well. Like you still want to have a life, right? As Jackie was saying earlier, it's do I have a home or do I actually enjoy my life at all, right? So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen in terms of with these prices. Are we going to have a crash? Are these prices going to come down a bit to kind of better suit what our income is, or maybe is our income going to start coming up to match it? But it's getting harder and harder without things kind of catching up.
I think, I mean, that's why it's so important to have a realtor or a mortgage person, either or both, that's kind of in your court, because buying a home may not be for you. If you're going to, like right now, if you're going to buy a home and you're going to be miserable because you're financially stressed,
destitute,
then you know what? It is not the thing for you. And I really hope for you people out there that you have somebody on your side that's guiding you in the right direction and not just trying to, sell your house or get you to buy something, because it's just no point. You know what I mean? Like, you have to enjoy life a little. Financially, we know causes a lot of rifts in families, and guys, just really think carefully before you sign those papers and make sure that you're not, stressing yourself financially, because that's no good.
Yeah. So.
And it's not like, for me, I see the ads out there everybody's doing. Oh, how to sell your home in this market. Maybe you can't sell your home in this market. Maybe it's not the right time. So I don't think it's how to sell your home in a market like this. It's like, should you sell your home? Because for some people, maybe you renovate the area of your house that you don't like and now you're happy. You don't need to move, or maybe you sink the money into the existing home you have. I think it's important that you really look at those things, and you don't jump in the boat and the boat's got like 10 holes in it, because you're not going far.
Okay, fair enough. What I like to comment is that as Anthony being close to a mathematical genius, he teaches math. That's his thing.
Physics.
He's a math geek. And I am a partial math geek myself, even though my grades didn't show it. So
elementary level.
Yeah.
Did they put you on? Like, did you get like a 50 or something?
Okay, I don't really want to talk about it as a trigger. So when you know, I hear certain things and they resonate in a certain way. And when someone picks statistics, they happen to pick 1995. Now, if you and they compared that to today. The thing about 1995 is that was close to the bottom of the. Oh, one second. It was close to the bottom of the fall of the real estate market. The market, just 5 short years before that, was 30% higher. And the interest rate, when it was 30% higher, was like 13, 14%, versus in 95, it was around 6 or 7%. So, so what they did is, you know, they took the really unaffordable time, they moved along the timeline to find the most affordable time, and then they compared that with today. But if they just backed up 5 years more, they would find that the actual comparison would be pretty damn close, but today is less affordable. But if you backed up to like last year early or the year before early, it was actually less affordable in '89. So I, you know, but then that is a least affordable time in history as well.
But I think what
but
people are saying, Randy, is that back then income kind of suited the prices, where the prices have went up so quickly that your income can't increase at the rate that the houses were.
True,
that
but we're looking at the affordability indicator,
but I'm just
which
saying a
already
lot of
takes
people are
into
going to tell you
account-
that. They're going to say, oh, but you're not, you know.
It takes into account income.
Okay.
It takes into account the
So-
income back then versus the income now.
So
it takes into account the interest rates then, which would be like 14% versus what the interest rates were
Pause.
then. Go
So
ahead.
I redid the calculation. I added 30%. I added 3%. I made it 13% instead of 10% in my mortgage calculation. And the new numbers. And back then, in 5 years before, income was actually two grand higher. So you made a little bit more than you did 5 years later.
Okay, so the income was higher.
Income was higher.
The interest rate was higher.
Yes.
It was like 14, 12, 13, 14%.
I used 13. I used 13%.
Okay, 13%. And then, and the house is around 275.
I used 280.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mortgage 2,400, compared to today 5,000. So I guess it's around similar. So again, because it was 50.
Well, what's the percent?
What do you mean?
Affordability.
I don't have the. I'm doing quick now, but well, hear me out.
Okay, no, I just thought you were comparing something, but I didn't realize you were just talking.
$57,000 income.
Like you.
$57,000 of income.
Okay.
Compared to $2,400 in mortgage payment. Okay, so 57 to 2,400. So my mortgage payment went up by a factor of approximately 2.1, from 2,400 to 5,000, so around 2.1.
2,400
Up to 5,000.
a month.
Yeah.
Is that your income?
Yes. No, that's the mortgage payment. So the payment, the payment just over doubled.
Okay.
The income was 57,000
Yeah.
then, and according to the numbers I have, it was 100, just over 100 now, 109.
Okay, so that's not that far off. They're pretty close.
That's what I'm saying.
And so, and that brings me right back full circle, without all your math genius stuff, that they were really similar times. It's just less affordable now to then. But that's picking a really unaffordable time. And the reason why I picked that time is because that's when I started in the business.
Okay. And
so
when I did the numbers,
didn't cherry pick a
I didn't
time.
cherry pick. I just
No, the article did.
Oh no, I just did this I did this myself.
So you, by accident, were cherry picking.
By accident, yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm glad I'm here to cross-check.
To correct him.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it, and please let us know your thoughts in the comments, as well as any questions you may have. We're live most Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, so make sure that you tune in. If you're interested in learning more about real estate, click the link in the description to sign up, and we'll send you a series of educational videos all about real estate. Thank you again for watching, and remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon so you can stay up to date on all of our future uploads.